Well, week 0 is officially here. Now we can start really talking about my top 5 teams in the millions. The most anticipated segment in sports, right? That's right. Sponsored by our good friends at Palmetto Wildlife Extractors. Do a great job of extracting things from your house. Let's get rolling. My number 1 team in the millions. Well, I cannot remove this team because they're simply the best until somebody knocks them off. Dutch Fork is the number 1 team in the millions. Tom Knox has a really good team. Now, they lost several good players. Matt Colburn, Mr. Football of South Carolina last year. Lane Ecton on defense. But they do have great players remaining. Guys like Stephen Davis Jr., an Auburn commit. He's going to play both sides of the football. He is a guy that's going to do a lot of good things for Dutch Fork. When we're looking at this team, yeah, a lot of teams are going to come after them, but I like Dutch Fork right now early on in this season at number 1. Number 2, one of the teams that I was most intrigued about in the summer was the Lexington Wildcats. Coach Josh Stepp has a lot of talent. Matter of fact, he may have more talent than anybody here in the millions. The one area of concern for me when it comes to Lexington is their offensive and defensive lines. They're a little young there. They don't have much experience. But when you're talking about skilled players, when you're talking about the receivers, the running backs, quarterbacks, even my linebacker, Trey Mitchell, one of the best defensive players in the millions, the Lexington Wildcats, you're going to have to deal with those guys. Number 3 is my guys out at Westwood. Now, this is a team that also, defensively, they lost a lot. A lot of defensive linemen. They lost linebackers. They lost some skilled players. But they have a lot of people coming back. And the team from that came off that JV team last year are guys that's going to contribute early, and they're going to contribute often. And I like what Coach Summers is doing with this football team. They're big. They're physical. They're going to run it with Andrew Plant. They're going to play action and throw the football down the field. And when you think about this defense, as I said, yeah, they lost a lot of people, but they're going to play good, solid, disciplined defense. So number 4, kind of a newbie, the Irmo Yellow Jackets. Coach Reggie Kennedy is a team that has bounced back from last year. Now, this team didn't win a lot of games last year. They weren't really competitive. But I think this year they added some players, they added some size. He told me they had a really good weight room this summer. I saw them in camp. They're getting after it. They want people to believe in the Irmo Yellow Jackets. So I think Reggie Kennedy is going to be right there in the mix of things in the top 4A in the millions. And number 5, I cannot forget about Skeezer, right? How about Eric Kimry, 7 out of 9 when it comes to state championship games. You know, he don't have a lot. I saw them in this summer as well. They're not really overly talented, but when it comes to Skeezer, I look at one thing, coaching. Coaching separates wins and losses because you don't have a ton of talent, don't have a ton of athleticism in Skeezer. When you got a coach that has 2 or 3, 4 good players, the coach for me makes the difference in Skeezer. That's why I like Hammond. Who's going to knock them off? Will it be Carter Newman, Heath Wood? I don't know. But I like Eric Kimry and what he's doing as coaching staff. I know they have a good weight program, a good strength program, a good speed program. The Hammond Skyhawks comes in at number 5. So there you have it, folks. Week 0, out the gate, my top 5 teams, my top 5 in the millions, the Pastor Picks. That's going to do it for sports. We'll come back in a moment.